My name's Shannon Ruska, and my father is an Aboriginal man. My mother's a non-Aboriginal woman, so I share on my mother's side Australian history with 5th generation and 6th generation English, Irish, Scottish, Irish, that means I'm, Irish twice, and then German as well, so I'm on bits of this and bits of that. On my father's side, he's an Aboriginal man with connections to both the Gold Coast region, the Yugambeh people, and the Yagara people of Brisbane City, and some to the bay in Quantamuka, just off the coast of Brisbane. Are you all local here? No? Shout out the town you're from.
Sydney.
Sydney. Oh, long way. Where else?
Canberra.
Canberra. Oh, the capital. Toowoomba?
Yeah.
That's a long way too.
Brisbane.
Brisbane.
Redcliffe.
Redcliffe. Awesome.
By desert.
But is it? Oh, yeah, that's a long way too. That's up the road, mate. But my great-great-grandfather was Kerwally, also known as King Sandy of Brisbane. And when the Petrie family, who was a well-known family around Brisbane, actually settled here, he made good relationships with my grandfather. My grandfather helped show him all the tracks, Andrew Petrie, and that up to the Sunshine Coast and through there, and helped cut down the trees and things like that. He was given the King Plate for around where the Parliament House is. He said it in 1875 to James W. Craig in his diary. He wrote, he met that King Sandy was about 50 years old at the time, and that he states that he was given a brass plate for where the Parliament House now stands. I wonder if that trade would have been any good in today's time, because it'd be worth millions and millions of dollars. However, I'm a singer of the tribe, so I speak 4 different languages, 5 including English. Anyone here speak more than 2 languages? Yes? 3? 4? 5? 5, yeah. You're multilingual. Yeah, my grandfather, he was a messenger man. You see, the Australian Events Companies and the Aboriginal people just didn't decide 5 or 10 years ago, hey, you know what, we should just start a welcome to country. It's actually a formal address that the people have been doing since the beginning of time. And that's why years ago, the Aboriginal people were saying, we need to do it this way. It's the formal way. Now, you would have to bring a messenger man across first before you could travel into our country. So each person here had a certain messenger man. Now, our great-grandfather was one of the last messenger men for around Brisbane. He could speak 15 different languages, that was including English. There's still Aboriginal men and women today in the top of Australia speaking 22 and 23 different languages. Now, just to give you an example of Australia, there's 350 different languages that are recorded on paper. This defines how many different countries there are. There's more countries in Australia than what there is in the entire world, in the globe. Did you know that? Now you do. Now, I'm a singer of the tribe, and when we gather together and your messenger man comes across to us and we give them the permission to, gather on our country, we like to have a feast. We like to also do singing and dancing. So I'll just get you to stand up right on the spot where you are. Books down, pens down, we're gonna have some fun. Now this is a pretty easy dance. You might have seen Elvis do it before. It's called Shake a Leg. You're gonna be shaking a leg. Now the ladies, they do it different to men. Now I'm not that tall, I'm actually a short man, so I'm gonna run out to the middle and show the ladies what they have to do. Everyone, hands behind your back, just holding your hands behind your back. Ladies, 1 foot out in front of the other. Step, 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 step. And men, we're going to give them a big round of applause. Very well done. Now just stay where you are, ladies. Now the men, the warriors of the tribe here tonight, are going to puff their chest out and show you a more manly way of dancing. Are you ready? Are you ready, men? It's pretty easy. You have to squat like you're going to the, too much information. And then we go knees in, knees out, knees in, knees out, knees in, knees out, knees in, knees out, knees in, knees out. Ladies, give them a big round of applause. Now we're going to ask the cameras to turn around and face you guys. Then we're going to show the tribe a bit later on. And they're going to judge you like the X Factor, whether you were pretty good or not. Then it will be filmed and put up on the Commonwealth Games big board and the opening ceremony. Now I'm joking. All right. So, on the count of 3, we're going to start that. But we always have a call in. And it sounds like this. You might be able to help me. Can you all do that? Practice it. And the ladies, you do this every step. And the men, can you all say aye? Aye. Aye. Now when us men do it, when we're doing the corroboree, we go aye. Your turn. Aye. Now every time you do a knees in and knees out, I want to hear that aye. Are you ready? Now it's a koala grunting. You know Borobi? It is. I can't tell you why the koala grunts. There might be kids in here, but yeah, the koala does grunt. All right. On the count of 3, we're going to call it in. We're going to shake a leg for 8 times, and then we're going to get faster, and we're going to get faster, and we're going to get as fast as possible. Start now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and pause, and start now. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's up the tempo. And you can shake a leg. In the modern day language, we say that's deadly. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our land. Take a seat and have a great gathering here tonight. Thank you on behalf of the younger and the tourable people of Brisbane. You're on.